Hello, Taiki traders. So the thing of the past week has been about the Cryptopolis, or whatever you want to call it, saying that it's the end of crypto and all this, and it's pretty premature and crazy in my opinion. I'm probably one of the people that believes that the pullback is needed, is warranted, and is healthy for the market. Um, there is still so much money in crypto, and a lot of the gains are only going back until mid-December. So it's the 18th now. They're going, it's not like it's things are crashing to like February prices last year or anything like that, or like for a lot of the altcoins, their ICO prices. It's just not happening. So it's don't panic. If you are holder for them, then definitely just keep holding the coins. I mean, there's no need to cash out at the moment. If you are in from higher up, you're probably down quite a bit. I think don't panic is the main thing. Let the market recover. And I've done a bit of an analysis to sort of help with some of the altcoins. If you aren't in the market, these could be some good time to enter. And if you are in the market, see maybe what coins you're in. These might even be some of them, but see how they compare to your one, because I just think that we are poised at the moment for some recovery. Whether after this recovery it is a further pullback, or whether this recovery is a basis level to go up again. Um, Definitely further regulation is going to hurt Bitcoin and everything, but at the end of the day, the story is going to end up for cryptocurrency. This is not a year thing. This is going to go on for years. Cryptocurrency is more than just Bitcoin, and that's going to become more apparent. You can see what I've got there, though. I mean, the market cap for Bitcoin still is Ethereum's in second, and you can see there it's half pretty much. So, 195 billion versus 100 billion, big numbers. I mean, 5 billion, obviously big difference, but just an example. Then Ripple, it's like down to 58, so almost another half. And then you got Bitcoin Cash, which is down to 30. So you can see them sort of come down. But you can see on the right-hand side that over the past 24 hours, a lot of the coins have actually recovered sizable amounts, still down from their highs for sure. So I just want to pick some of the four coins that I spoke about the other day. I was long in them. I'm down a bit at the moment. I myself am holding. To me, it's investing. It's crypto markets. There's nothing surprising, to be honest. Um, I've made good money on crypto, and whenever I've been down, I've just waited, and that's always been good for me. Is just riding out the dips. It's nothing new. If you think that crypto is the same as any other sort of investment, it's just not. It is volatile, but it doesn't. It's volatile when you're looking at daily or weekly. But if you're just holding and you're leaving it there, and I normally sort of wait for it. I don't hold forever. A lot of my coins, when I'm up, what I consider to be a reasonable figure, I'm happy to sell. If I miss out on profit, it's still profit. Anyway, I want to first of all look at some of the analysis we've got. So here we have XEM. So this is my 4-hour chart. Um, these are my sort of trend lines here. It's broken out a little bit above it here. I think the upside. I think that it bottomed out here at 60 cents. You can see that. And as I said, um, if you go back here, you can actually see that there is the what's that? That's the sorry, get my dates right. That is the 16th of December. So it's sort of actually bounced off that. So the bottom fib line for now is the same that it's done here. It's the same as it's done, give you another pointer. It's the same as it's done there as well. And now we've got this one where it's actually, for a third time now, um, based off of here. So to me, that sort of, um, that fib line at 55 cents is a good 50, yeah, around there. That's a good resistance point to have. Now a support line. Now you can see then that since then it's bounced up. This is on the 4-hour. Um, Obviously there could be some more downside, but the fact it's bounced off that, and you can see that past month 3 times, to me that's good. I actually think that what we're going to be seeing is it doesn't really fit into a fib line, but I just feel that this is a good, like more realistic sort of support line. So that's at 70 cents, but at the same time, resistance probably it is below this fib line. The fib line here is $1.12, but let's just draw it here, and I think that that's going to be it's going to need to break above here for some sustained rallying. Sorry that line's a little bit skewed. Try and fix him up. Everything's moving around. Okay, just leave that. It's charting software is a bit of a pain at times. Okay, we're going to go down the 1 hour though. So what I want to do is here. So I just want to show in a bit of more of the zoom up, the bounce up, bounce below here off that fib line. As I said, around that sort of 55, 56 cents. rallied all the way up to this, and you can see there's that fib line there that's sort of almost bounced off. To me, that this sort of range here, past $1 is where it's going to be interesting to see if it consolidates. If you're looking to enter the market, I won't draw them, but there's this sort of downward trend here. If you're not in at the moment, this is really hard of crypto. What's going to happen? Who knows? There could be more regulations, and then it could burst down even more. But at the end of the day, certainly entering at the moment is less risky based on those levels that I see. If you are sort of a bit more risk adverse, see if it does bounce back down to the fib level around 73 cents, or wait to just below 60. For it to go below 60, I think there's a lot of support, and that is probably a good line to have. So that's XEM. Move on in to QTM. This one again, it's bounced back off this fib line here at $25.90, so just under 26 now. And if you actually again go back to the sort of 18th of December around here, we're going to draw a line so you can see that a bit more clearer. That bottom fib line, bang, and you can just see that. So it's definitely got support around that level. I like QTM. It's got some good partnerships. The team behind it seems to be, doing quite application focused with it. It's not just about just create a coin and make crap loads of money. Let's do something that can actually be done with it. So again, with this, it's on this sort of fib line here at the moment, almost the 38. We'll go to the 1 hour. Just quickly though, you can see these trend lines here. I believe it's got a lot of upward momentum. This down over the past sort of day, I think has got a lot of the sellers out of the market. So here we are. So here we're down on the 1 hour. So when you get into this and you can see this fib line that it bounced off, then the second fib line, could this be the next line of support there? That's what I'm interested in to see. So it has now this line at sort of 30, let's just call it $34. Is that the new support? And then from here, now it's got the resistance to the next fib line, as you can see. So it's beautiful. I love the way, it's not 100%, but the Fibonacci lines just, it just gives you a good sort of idea of things. So we're looking at this around the 39. So I think psychologically 40 needs to get up to break out. But again, I think a lot of the downside's been factored in. If we go back to the 4 hour, you can see that support line we drew at sort of $25, $26, which is again back what it had in December. So really, a lot of these for coins like this, a lot of the gains are just really going back to a month before, which, I mean, that happens to stocks. It happens to a lot of things. It's just because it had so much upside. It's almost like because it did so well, because it's come back to its sort of month ago price, people are panicking when really it's not that abnormal. Compared to other stocks and commodities and things like that. So so QTM again, I'd be quite positive buying it at the moment. Always further regulation could further go down, but I do wonder too how much money Bitcoin loses. Will the altcoins keep following? Is there a point where they break away more, where Bitcoin can go down and the altcoins, because they're more application focused, are just going to do their own thing? So QTM, still a buy. I was a buy on that my video the other week. If you did buy, certainly you would be down by now, just being honest. Who knows the market, but again, the recovery to me is there. The other one I actually almost bought in on this was Ethereum Classic. I mean, it got a burst back to just under $24, and again, it burst off this fib. The thing with this though, it did go down further than the price back in December, but in some ways it actually burst up quicker than a lot of the other coins. So once it was oversold, once the RSI was this low, it really recovered to 32 quite quickly, and that's why I think that Fibonacci level here, which is on the 4 hour, it's around just under $32. I think I think it's going to get over that, and that's a new support there. Obviously, if you're long, there's always possibility it could bounce back down to that 22 mark. But I think that with support continuing, the 32 mark will be the support level for Ethereum Classic. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see further upside. Again, as I said for the other coins, regulation, Bitcoin, it's going to depend how much this affects it. But I really hope at some point that the market starts seeing more than just Bitcoin. It's just that it has such a massive market cap that it does affect everything else. Bitcoin drops, people panic, people sell, bots kick in, stop losses kick in, it becomes a bit of a field day. Okay, and lastly, Zcash. So Zcash has probably weathered the storm quite well, really. I drew the level back to December here. It didn't spike that low compared to its December, and I think that's really important for people to understand. You saw those other coins, they went back to their sort of month ago. Ethereum Classic went even lower than its month ago. So QTM, NEM, they were, basically wiped out the last month of gains, but they haven't lost anything. They're actually back above that line. Ethereum Classic has recovered, bounced below its middle December price, but Zcash, look at this. It didn't even, it had a spike here on the, what date was that one? That was the 23rd of December. It didn't even spike as low as that. It actually nicely hit. So when I drew this Fibonacci on the 4 hour, went down to the bottom back here around there on the 12th of the 10th of December was my line. It actually bounced off this Fibonacci level beautifully at $403, and it bounced back up to 530 very quickly. You can see these trend lines I drew. That's very sharp. I just drew them for, you can see yourself, but I just drew them for ease. Once I go to the 1 hour too, so you can see that it fits nicely. It's looking healthy. Again, barring further regulation announcements, see what happens. But Zcash is one of the ones, and because it is such application focused, because it is about what crypto is about in a way, this anonymous but fast and cheap transactions, it ticks a lot of boxes. You can really see this is a good example of a coin where Bitcoin had a massive down. Look, it still dropped. God, it was it touched $800. So I'm not making light of the fact that it pretty much halved in value. What I'm saying is, though, that was an all-time high. You roll back on the 4 hour and you start seeing this sort of, it's not abnormal. It tried 700 here, and then it bounced down as low as like 360, so pretty much half there, and then it's tried, again, this sort of 800, and then it's pretty much halved again. If you look at that, is this what needs to happen for it to get up to $900 and $1,000? And Zcash is good because it's got a lot of people in traders that like it, but it's also got application, and there's a lot of people behind it, the project as well. So I feel quite happy still. I mentioned longing Zcash the other day. If you actually longed it when I was talking about it, it was around here. So it actually almost recovered, which is not too bad considering such a massive market correction. There's people that could be down for months. I'm pretty happy with that because these things will happen. So there's my picks at the moment. I think overall don't panic. I'm staying away from Bitcoin itself, but these altcoins are definitely the ones I'm keeping an eye on, mainly the application focused, the fact that they really have only just gone back to their December prices or have bounced back up above them anyway, or Zcash didn't even hit its December price. And to me, that shows a lot of support and a lot of confidence in these individual coins. Any questions, hit us up on Twitter at Taki Traders. If you like the YouTube videos, please subscribe so we know that you guys out there are enjoying what we're doing. And overall, don't panic, keep holding, and let's see where the market goes in the next week or two.